House Committee on Constitutional Amendments began its formal deliberations on proposed measures for charter change in the current 19th Congress. Marian Enriquez with the details.
With the deliberation of the pending measures.
Is it time to amend the Constitution? If so, how? These were the initial questions of members of the House Committee on Constitutional Amendments. 5 measures were filed before the lower house, pushing for a constitutional convention to make amendments in the 1987 Constitution. Delegates will be elected from every legislative district to propose amendments. For former Supreme Court Associate Justice Vicente Mendoza, there's an urgent need to amend the Constitution due to the amendment clause in Article 17 being very ambiguous. It does not state if the 2 houses of Congress must sit jointly or separately, or vote as one or not in a constituent assembly or constitutional convention.
This has been a problem since the 1987 Constitution, Mr. Chairman, and it has not been resolved. You make that ambiguous. You make it difficult for people to amend the Constitution. It lacks the details. What do you have? You might have a revolution.
Mendoza says the amendment clause is an essential part of the Constitution. But for attorney Christian Munsod, who was one of the framers of the Charter, the Constitution is not the problem.
The Constitution, Your Honors, is not the problem. It is part of the solution. Why don't you pass those first? And then let's see whether they work and won't need any change in the Constitution.
Munsod warned that if the phrase "unless otherwise provided by law" is inserted to loosen restrictive economic provisions, this will make legislators too powerful by allowing them to propose changes just by passing regular laws without the need for a vote by the Filipino people through a plebiscite.
The door is open wider to transactional legislation at which corrupt politicians and greedy business are very adept.
But for attorney Adolfo Azcuna, the economic policies should be adjustable to the needs of the country, especially since it has been 36 years since the Constitution was made.
We need foreign investment in order to recover from the twin impact of inflation and the pandemic. And yet we are constrained by economic policies that are not meant to last 36 years.
Constitutional Amendments Panel Chairman Rufus Rodriguez meanwhile said that they will visit different parts of the country to hold public consultations on the matter.